Thank everybody for coming today. I want to start off by thanking several folks that are here. I see Judge Anderson, Judge Money, I see Miss Carla Woodall, I see, of course, our honoree, the Honorable Mr. Dexter Grimsley and his sweet wife, Miss Veronica. Did I miss anybody? Not there. I also want to thank the media. I see WTVY, WDHN, WDFX, the Dothan Eagle, and I believe that Mr. Eddie Dodd is on his way. He called me a minute ago and said he was a little caught up in traffic. I want to thank Judge Todd Derrick for allowing us to use his courtroom this morning for this presentation. Recently, or I guess I came to know Dexter, I guess, in about 2000 or maybe 1998, about 20 years ago. I believe he took office in 2010. He's been married for the last 22 years to the wonderful Miss Veronica, and she has helped me through the years in the clerk's office when I first started out in my career as a assistant district attorney under Mr. Valeska. Dexter was already a seasoned juvenile probation officer then, and he was showing me the ropes back in those days. So I'm forever grateful for his help and assistance, and Miss Veronica's as well. Miss Shirlene Vickers was not able to be here today, but she does an excellent job up there as the court clerk up there in Henry County. And Judge Money, I really appreciate him being here today. Dexter, as I said, began his career as representative of the House of District 85 in 2010, I believe. And during those last 8 years, he's done a wonderful job representing Henry County and helping the District Attorneys Association. I got a call the other day from Barry Matson, our executive director, and he forwarded me a presentation that he wanted me to give to Representative Grimsley for his outstanding work for these last 8 years, almost a decade now. And we had some recent legislation that needed some amendments to it, and he was instrumental in helping us with the District Attorneys Association get that passed. So without further ado, if you would, please welcome Mr. Grimsley, and I want to present this award. Dexter says for hanging in there like a rusty fish hook and for protecting and for assisting Alabama prosecutors, 2018. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Judge Money, if you would, I know you wanted to have a word or two.
Okay, I'll be glad to.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for arranging this today. Listen, I met Dexter back in the 70s when his mom worked with my aunt at the Tasty Freeze up there, and he was, well, I don't think he's ever been that tall, but he was about that tall. And I'll say this, he was the second best basketball player to ever come out of Abbeville High School, second only to his brother Greg, I think. We talked about that. In the 5.5 years I've been with county government, Dexter's been a true friend of our commission. He never thinks about legislation that would affect Henry County without consulting our commission, and when you call Dexter, you'll get a text or a call back immediately. He's been our friend. He's supported the legislation that we needed. He is a big supporter of the Association of County Commissioners of Alabama. But more than that, he's a tremendous representative, a great friend, and we are very fortunate to have him representing District 85. So Dexter, we sure appreciate all you've done for us.
I also want to recognize Chairman Mark Culver. If I didn't do that earlier, I don't want to overlook our chairman. He does a great job as well. So thank y'all. If y'all have any questions, we'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have now.
I'm appreciative of this. I am, because it's something that I didn't expect. I really didn't think would be coming. But what amazes me about the state legislature and what I've always thought about it is like someone saying that, a father saying, I pay my child support, and being expecting an award about it. But I don't think it's necessary to award somebody to do what they're supposed to be doing. And I think the District Attorney's Office, our association, also all other associations in the state that make it real easy to work with. A lot of stuff that people don't realize is that legislation is very difficult sometimes. But when you have people willing to work together and see the full spectrum of how it's affecting different people, it makes it very easy to do so. And I take pride in making sure that I see each side of legislation, regardless of what it is, to make sure that we are fair to all parties involved. And of course, everybody don't feel that way, but I think that we should always look at the entire spectrum to see how it affects people, and especially when it comes down to protecting our citizens in the state of Alabama, and also the opportunity to do that. I always respect and support law enforcement, as well as the District Attorneys Association, as well as other associations, to make sure that we have everything that the citizens need in the state of Alabama to make sure they're safe and confident that they'll be taken care of if something happens. But thank you all for being here, and thank the District Attorneys Association for